Every time you take these drugs, you are playing a biological game of chess. We design them to save your life, but if you use them incorrectly, they act as a high-speed training program for the exact bacteria trying to kill you. Our culture treats these medications like everyday bandages, handed out by the billions in neighborhood pharmacies. Yet, each pill functions as a highly specific biological weapon. To understand exactly what you are putting in your body, we are going to rank these weapons into a strict escalation of force hierarchy. We will start with the baseline prescriptions you probably have in your medicine cabinet right now, and we will build all the way up to the extreme countermeasures. These are the drugs kept under literal lock and key, strictly reserved for absolute worst-case scenarios. Mapping this hierarchy reveals how our current medical chemistry is struggling to keep pace with a rapidly evolving enemy. We begin at level 1. These are the foundational killers, medications like amoxicillin. Their mechanism is blunt. They physically smash the outer cell walls of the bacteria until they literally explode. If you have an allergy to that blunt force, doctors pivot to alternative level 1 drugs called macrolides. Instead of breaking the outer wall, these slip inside and freeze the bacteria's internal protein factories, shutting down their growth entirely. When those baseline defenses fail, doctors escalate to level 2. These are the smart attackers, like ciprofloxacin. They bypass the outer walls completely, hacking into the system to directly snap the bacteria's DNA in half so it can never multiply. Older level 2 medications, called sulfonamides, take a different approach. They shatter the metabolic chain, systematically starving the bacteria of its energy until it withers to death. Striking directly at a cell's DNA and metabolic function is highly effective, but it comes with severe biological risks to your own body. No responsible doctor prescribes these casually. For most daily infections, these frontline drugs do the job. But millions of daily prescriptions across the globe have inevitably taught bacteria how to survive them. And when that happens, doctors are forced to unleash a much darker tier of medicine. We are now leaving the realm of the corner pharmacy. This is the threshold of the intensive care unit, where infections have completely bypassed your immune system and are spiraling out of control. Welcome to level 3. Drugs like gentamicin are heavy-duty, aggressive interventions. There is no time to wait for a pill to digest. These are administered directly via injection into your bloodstream for an immediate systemic strike. In this tier, subgroups like glycopeptides and oxalidinones act as highly advanced, targeted biological tech. They are specifically engineered to hunt down the superbugs that easily survived levels 1 and 2. Reaching level 3 means the patient's life is in immediate jeopardy. The physical side effects of these drugs hit the human body with devastating force. But at this stage, severe organ strain is an unavoidable trade-off for mere survival. Which brings us to level 4, carbapenems. These possess the broadest spectrum of destruction known to medicine. They are unequivocally the single most powerful class of antibiotics in human existence. You will almost never see them prescribed. Hospitals implement extreme restriction protocols for this tier, deliberately hoarding them deep in reserve, avoiding their use at nearly any cost. Because there's a terrifying reality to level 4. If these final chemical weapons failed to kill the infection, humanity is completely out of options. The true horror of level 4 is not the extreme power of the drugs themselves. It is the horrifying existence of superbugs currently evolving on this planet that require us to use them in the first place. It is easy to point fingers at pharmaceutical companies or hospital protocols, but the impending crisis of bacterial resistance falls squarely on everyday human behavior. This animated chart shows a stark mathematical consequence. On the left, we see a massive volume of common, often unnecessary antibiotic prescriptions. On the right, a sharp exponential spike in resistant superbug cases, directly correlating with that volume. Every time you consume an antibiotic without a genuine need, you are directly training surviving bacteria to build immunity against our strongest weapons. When you pop a level 1 pill incorrectly for a minor viral cold, you are directly helping to neutralize the level 4 last resort drugs. You are stripping away humanity's final defense. The long-term survival of these drugs depends on the extreme discipline of the people who take them. Think back for a moment. When was the last time you took an antibiotic? Was your survival genuinely on the line, or was it a mere precaution? Sharing this video and subscribing to the channel serves a much larger purpose. It spreads critical survival awareness before our medical arsenal becomes obsolete. To survive in the future, we must understand how our ultimate medical weapons work. But more importantly, we must have the absolute discipline to leave them locked in the armory.